Om Namah Shivaya, Hari Om and humble salutations. A warm welcome to Sunday Sadhana, your favorite Hindu magazine program on SABC2. During the forthcoming months, Sunday Sadhana will feature spiritual treats with peeks into worship within our motherland, India. And this week, we begin with a special feature on Varanasi, one of the oldest living cities of the world, said to be special to Lord Shiva himself and the ultimate pilgrimage spot for millions of Hindus. The history of Varanasi dates back to over 5,000 years ago, and its origins are still largely unknown. Filled with nooks and alleys, it retains much of the allure of times gone by, but is still very much a part of today's world. This ancient city is an important learning center of the Hindu world and the holiest city along the Ganges, said to be where Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati lived after their marriage. Varanasi touts an unrivaled diversity and a unique sense that can be experienced nowhere else. Sunday Sadhana journeyed to this sacred land to bring you this exceptional experience. So sit back, savor and sap up this amazing spiritual treat.
For many Hindus, the Ganges, or Ganga, forms a tangible connection between the earthly plane and the spiritual realm, and it has its source in the highest points of the planet, the Himalayan peaks, and flows into the depths of the Indian Ocean at the Bay of Bengal. It flows southwards out of Rishikesh, nurturing the plains of India with more than just material sustenance, finally emptying its waters after almost 3,800 kilometers at the Hooghly in Kolkata. Throughout its north to south journey, the Ganges only once flows northwards, and that is at Varanasi. This ancient pilgrimage center thus formed a natural amphitheater to welcome the morning sun, considered very auspicious to its founding fathers. Ever since then, development of Varanasi only took place on its western bank, keeping the entire eastern riverbank free for undisturbed oblations to Surya Bhagavan. In fact, superstition has it that any person who builds across the town will be born as a goat in the next life, and to date, Varanasi has maintained this unique plan. The crescent-shaped city emulates the crescent adorning Lord Shiva.
Varanasi is not only ancient, but it is more than ancient. And there is no any concept even in Vedas that when Varanasi found. But it is city of spirituality, to know the function, to know the power, to know the energy of the soul, Atma. Atma is constant. Nobody can destroy the Atma. That is light. And the light is in everywhere, in every atom of the uncounted galaxy and all these things, the light.
Varanasi is one of the oldest living cities in the world, with its history dating back more than 5,000 years. It is often referred to as the City of Temples, with almost 200 temples in the area. Hindus regard Varanasi as one of the holiest cities in the world. There is a belief that Varanasi confers moksha, salvation, and that dying in this holy city releases the soul from the cycle of birth and death. Every day, thousands of older pilgrims pour into the city to end their days here and bathe in the Ganges, with the conviction that all their sins will be washed away in the waters of the sacred river. Varanasi is also widely believed to be the abode of Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, and thus it is also called Kashi.
Kashi is cannot seen by this physical eyes, but by your meditation, by your soul power, by your inner power. When you meditate, you will see the look of Kashi. The name of this city, the ancient city Varanasi, is Anandvan. The name of place is Kashi, is known as Anandvan. And Benares, when the Britishers came and they established their empire, it was very difficult to pronounce them Varanasi, Varanasi, Varanasi. So they give the name Banaras.
The name Varanasi is derived from the two rivers that flow on either side of it and into the Ganges. The Varuna River on its northern border and the Asi River on its southern border.
Actually, the construction of the city is like half circle. You will see from where the Ganga start and enter in the border of Kashi, it turns. And after a curve from Varuna, it comes like a Chandrakar. It is in the shape of Omkar. Omkar, when you will see from Asi to Dashashwamedh, and from Dashashwamedh, when you will see, it comes like Om. It proves that this is city of Kashi. So in physical concept you will see, in physical construction you will see that Kashi is city of Shiva.
There is much fanfare and festive celebrations throughout the year in Varanasi. All festivals and occasions are celebrated with a unique spirituality and the distinctive Varanasi magic. One of the most spectacular celebrations is Dev Deepavali, when the ghats and riverbank are lit up by thousands of bright luminous diyas, or clay lamps. The Ganges is an integral part of life in Varanasi to sustain both spiritual and worldly living. And on this day, locals, pilgrims and tourists pay tribute to the holy Ganga by illuminating her in brilliant divine light. The festive occasion is celebrated amidst much fervor and joy on the 15th day after Diwali. It is believed that the gods descend on earth on this day and lamps are lit to welcome them. The light is also a reminder for man to destroy his inner foes and attain spiritual enlightenment. Buddhist literature describes Varanasi as the main city of India and regards it as one of the most sacred centers of Buddhism. The ancient city holds deep spiritual and historical significance and is associated with one of the four major events in the life of Lord Buddha. Gautama Buddha preached his first discourse in Varanasi to a group of 5 monks who later became his first 5 disciples. The people of Varanasi were the first to join the Sangha, which is the Buddhist monastic order.
Varanasi is the city of Dharma. Dharma is a complete word. It connected with soul. Dharma, philosophy, is in our life. Philosophy is different thinking. It all comes from one and it all goes from one. So, Hindu believe in one. He never believe in 2, 3, 4, no. We have come from complete and we are living in complete and we will have to go in complete. This is in a very brief, it is Indian mythology.
Wow, what an astounding journey. Varanasi is associated with education, spirituality, seva, experience, and ultimately salvation. This complete cycle is summed up by the Shiva Sutras, Volume 1, Verse 18, which says, Lokananda Samadhi Sukham, meaning the bliss of the world is the ecstasy of Samadhi. And with that, we have come to the end of today's program. We do hope that you relish the forthcoming Mahashivaratri and keep up the sadhana. Om Namah Shivaya.
A city of palaces and temples, of past kings and present goddesses. A city filled with the allure of deep antiquity and flowing hope. Varanasi, not only for pompous puja or profound piousness, a city of grandeur, purpose-built for the promise of prayer, the promise of passage, and the promise of peace.